Hey, welcome to the conversation that's as diverse as the dogs that we adore. This is Gun Dogs and Guard Dogs, ultimate podcast dedicated to talking sense about dogs with Les Graham and Ross McCarthy. They work with all breeds of dog, but one specialises in gun dogs and the other prefers guard dogs. No flashy trends or social media hype here, just tried and true knowledge that stands the test of time. They bring you valuable insights and honest conversations about the social predator you share your home with. So here we go. About 45 minutes of gun dogs, guard dogs, good dogs, some maybe not so good dogs, and a dash of gossip.
Good morning, Mrs. Graham.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
No, you're not. You're knackered. We've just been talking about how tired we are.
Yeah, exhausted.
Yeah, long weekend, huh?
Long weekend and yeah, very tired. And you've had a busy weekend as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I wasn't out drinking though. Although I kind of was on the Saturday night, but you were out drinking. I was out teaching.
You were working, yeah, I was
I was
glad.
working.
But yeah, same result, still tired. What were you
Sim-
teaching?
I did a behaviour consultants masterclass. So all about report writing, gathering information, what you do with the information when you've gathered it.
And writing reports.
Yeah. So designing questionnaires, writing reports, how to deal with clients, that kind of thing. Interview skills, body language, facial expressions, behavioral genetics.
Good. Did you talk about your face reading?
We did. We did. So face reading, which is the behavioral genetics, and then also micro expressions as well.
Cool.
Talked about them, talked about how to work through, dealing with difficult cases, how you give difficult results,
Yeah, which
which
you have
happens.
to do, don't you?
You have to. You can't shy away from things that need to be said because you don't want to say them.
No, unfortunately not. You do have to, which makes it very difficult at times, doesn't it?
Mm. It does, and just getting the wording right. If you're giving somebody bad news, then you have to make sure the wording's right for them.
Mm.
Because otherwise it's not, well, it's never fun, but it's particularly bad if you get the wording wrong when you're given bad news, isn't it?
Well, I think it's like anything, isn't it? It's the way you deliver information across the board.
Mm.
You can say the same thing in several different ways, can't you?
Hmm.
And it's choosing the right one.
Choosing the right one. So it was a really good course. It was a full, like full days, not like not like
Oh.
you. We do full days.
Yeah, those poor learners
Poor students end up
stuck in
exhausted. I
there all day.
know.
Yeah,
Nine till it was supposed to be 9 till 5. So Saturday, I think it was 9 until about 6:15, and then Sunday was 9:30
yeah,
till 5.
nice.
You're thinking that's a really long day.
I was thinking that.
I could tell by your face. But there was a lot to get through. I mean, I could have done it shorter, like shorter days, longer, over a longer period of time. So it could easily have been a 3-day course.
Yeah, no, you're better off get it in, condense it. Do you have long lunch breaks and stuff?
An hour.
Yeah,
That's
Uh,
not very long, is it?
yeah, it's long enough, isn't it?
Long enough. Long enough. 2 breaks. Break in the morning, break in the afternoon, and then an hour for lunch.
Yeah, cool. Nice. At the
Yeah.
hotel.
At the hotel, Killicoat, um, spoiled again. Amazing, amazing puddings and stuff.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very, very
it was good. And the weather was amazing. So it was just so lovely.
why? What's it stuck inside a hotel room when the sun's shining outside?
Yeah, but no, I mean, the grounds are great. So like at lunch, you could go around the grounds and then you're backing onto a reservoir as well.
Yeah.
The views are just stunning.
Oh, nice. Did you take lots of pictures then? And do
No.
lots of things for your socials, your Instagram and
I've done some. I'll put something out. Um, I did a video yesterday morning of the reservoir first thing because it was just stunning.
Yeah, nice.
Absolutely stunning. It was just so peaceful.
Yeah, the weather's been lovely lately, isn't it? Really lovely. It makes such a difference.
It does. Although saying that I'm cold today, but that's because the sun hasn't come round yet. And I'm
Uh,
tired. I always get really, really cold when I'm tired.
yeah. No, it's nice and warm here today, nice and sunny and blue skies,
Mhm.
green grass, leaves on the tree.
Well, when we got back, my magnolia in the front garden's completely opened. It's lovely. Well, almost completely opened. The buds have opened, and that always really blossoms on my birthday, like on my birthday. So it's going to be really stunning next week.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
It'll be gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, lovely. All out in bloom for your birthday.
all out in bloom. Spring sprung. Spring has sprung. Yeah,
Yeah.
my pear tree's got blossoms, and yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, bloody blossom. Oh, there's a tree out the front of my
Oh, you're
house.
so, bloody blossoms. They're beautiful. We might
They're
get
not.
fruit and we might get pears this year.
Oh, good. The one I've got out the front, it doesn't even blossom. It's green,
Okay.
and pigeons come and eat it, and then shit all over the car and the path.
Well, that's what birds do. So is it a pear tree, an apple
No,
tree?
it's just a horrible tree that
Okay.
is pointless.
It's
Pointless.
not pointless. It's producing
Well,
oxygen. It produces the air that you breathe.
well, it
Takes
is
all the
doing
nasty
that.
stuff away.
Yeah, it's also pulling up the pavement and things. Anyway, there we are. It's not my favourite tree.
We've got little dwarfs. We've got little dwarf trees in the garden in pots. So we've got pear
Imagine.
trees and apple trees.
Do they grow proper pears and apples then?
Last year we had a fair haul on the apples, yeah.
Oh, nice. My
Didn't
neighbour's
have any
got.
pears last year, but we had about 30, 40 apples
Oh,
from a
that's
little
all right.
dwarf tree, and it puts out lovely blossoms. And
No, that's all right. They just make a mess, don't they? Trees, the leaves and the blossom when it falls. It's pretty when it's on the tree. Well,
okay,
it's all brown on the floor then, isn't it? It's
okay,
horrible.
but that's what spring's about, and then autumn, everything changes, and
Yeah,
then
it changes.
and then everything goes into hibernation for the winter, and
Yeah,
it's all the
and
nutrients.
round it goes, round it
Uh-huh,
goes.
uh-huh.
Yes, yeah. No, it's very nice time of year.
Apart from the mess and the
No, it is a mess. Never mind. Um, yes,
anyway, good to be back to start of a new season.
season 7. Yeah, we started talk about start with a bang. Both exhausted. Can't stop moaning.
You
Um,
can't stop mourning.
no, no, I can't. I get stuck in a loop. Yes, season 7. How did that
Season
happen?
7.
We've got some nice little guests coming up as well, haven't we, this season?
We have. We have. I was going to say season 7. We should go back and see how it looked on the first season.
Why would we torture ourselves like that?
I know. I know. I come across some photos actually of us teaching together in 2008. God, we looked young.
Yeah, where we were. Or younger. 2008.
Mm,
Well, that's a long time ago, isn't it?
mm. I
Hmm.
can't work it out at the minute. I've gone a blank.
No, I was gonna have a go, but I thought no leave.
I'm in a sec. Let's get my calculator out.
I just know it's a long time ago.
We're both tired. Okay, so
It's
it was,
2028
you
now.
ready? It
It's like
was
18 years,
18
isn't it?
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Jeez.
18 years, my God. Yeah, it's just
My
go
God.
races by, isn't it? Absolutely
Mm,
races by.
mhm.
So
Hmm.
there's I don't know about your social media feed or whatever, but on mine this week or last couple of weeks, it's just dog attack, dog attack, dog attack, fatal dog attacks popping up one after the other.
Uh-huh.
It's
No, my feed isn't. I haven't really been on social media this week because I've been sorting out for the workshop.
oh, okay. Yeah,
I
lots of
haven't I haven't really been on it. It was only when you messaged me yesterday and it was like, oh God, okay.
yeah, lots of dog attacks and fatalities. Really sad, isn't it? Really sad.
It's I mean looking at because we both went and got the stats out for the day. and looking, so 2026 already, mid-April, has matched all of 2025.
Wow.
So it's only the 20th of April, and already we've matched the fatal incidents, we've matched 2025.
Wow. And 2025 was probably quite high, was it? Because it goes like up every year, doesn't it? So I was just looking. So there's been, I think, 137 deaths in like 44 years, but probably most of those are over the last, you know, few years, aren't they?
And you've got a list of them. Have you got a list of them there?
We've got 14 deaths in 2023, just in England. There's some more in Wales.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I haven't. It's interesting, isn't it, when you use things like ChatGPT, because your what you get and what I get can be different because of how we've trained it.
yeah, well, you spent time training yours, didn't you? But I didn't. I just go on it and use it.
Yeah, I trained it.
But yeah, there's and age-wise as well. So you got, 3-month-old baby, 19-year-old woman,
Hmm.
84-year-old man, 77-year-old woman. Um, I think there's a
And then
34-year-old as well.
yeah,
So it's all ages, all breeds, all across the board, different.
so what I mean, what have you let's go through them. If we go back, have you got 2024 there? So just going back a couple of years.
Um, no, I've not. I've got
No.
2026.
So 20, if we look at 24, um, there was Esther Martin, who was 68, and that was reported as two, they identified as being XL bullies. And then in the June, it was little Ellie Doherty, who was 7 months.
Yeah,
And it
that's
hasn't reported what the breed was for her, just his pet dog.
mm,
And then 33-year-old Kelly Riley, it was reported as an American Bulldog. And so it's and then again so that was in July. And then there was another one in July, which was Michelle Hempstead. She was 34. The police said the dog was not assessed as a banned breed, but they didn't say what it was.
hmm
August, David Daintree, 53, XL Bully. It was his own XL Bully, 2024. Savannah Bentham, aged 10, family dog. Confirmed it was an XL Bully with an exemption certificate.
See, a lot of the fatal dog attacks are dogs owned by the family, aren't they?
Yeah, this is saying. The one in December, the 42-year-old, no name, um, he died after and a woman was later charged. And then 41 was Michelle McLeod, and that was being injured by a dog in a flat. But again, it doesn't say whose dog it was. So it was all of
No,
2024 that it listed.
there,
Um,
there was an 84-year-old man, wasn't there, that was killed, and I think that was probably the one in Warrington, I
that
think,
was in 2025.
and I think this week, I think he's just been sentenced for that, hasn't he? For 12 years in prison.
Yeah, yeah,
The owner of the dog, obviously.
yeah, yeah. It is. It's awful. I'm just trying to see where the breeds are because the little girl, for this year, the little girl in Redcar, who was 3 month old, it says the dogs. The reporting did not identify the dogs as banned breeds, but I don't really know much about that. Was there more than one dog involved? You do you know much about that one,
No, I
Rob?
don't know about that. No.
And then the 19-year-old Jimmy Lee Biscoe, who you got in touch with me about, it says that it was believed to be a lurcher cross, but they're still carrying out breed checks. Wolverhampton on the 15th of April, a lady in her 70s, attacked by two dogs not believed to be banned breeds. That's this
I know.
month.
See, it's mad, isn't it? So since the banning of the XL bully
Uh-huh.
and the exemption, there's you know, more attacks than ever, isn't there?
More attacks than ever, and the three fatalities this year or this month, sorry, um, none of them are banned breeds.
No.
They haven't said what the breeds were on the little girl in red
No,
car.
I was just having a look. They were both shot at the scene.
Both shot the scene haven't been identified as banned breeds.
Oh no, one
Um,
was shot at the scene. Sorry, one was shot at the scene. The second was put down later on.
have they said what the breed is,
No.
Ross?
No, but that lurcher one you just mentioned, that they've kept the dog, haven't they? They've taken the dog for assessment.
Have they?
Yeah, as opposed to killing it on at the scene or seizing it and then destroying it.
Yeah, he wants it put to sleep, doesn't he? The owner wants
Yeah,
it put to
all
sleep.
of them. Yeah, he's got three, didn't he? So he wants them all
Yeah,
put to sleep.
yeah. I mean,
But
it must be really, it's like beyond comprehension. And but I do understand him wanting them assessed to see what's went wrong.
yeah, I would think it would be really, I don't know who's doing the assessments, but that would be fascinating to see. Yeah, what's going on. But the thing is, it's if people have like a seizure or the dog has a seizure or some, it doesn't take much, does it, for the dog to completely, change. I remember years ago, I saw a bloke came in, he had these two greyhounds, and one of them was aggressive to him,
Hmm.
and he had epilepsy, and I just thought, I think if he had a seizure and fell on the floor or whatever, I think that
Hmm.
one of that
The
greyhound
dog
would
would
have really,
attack.
yeah,
Mm.
big time. It would have loved that opportunity, I think. Um, but it happens, doesn't it? It's just. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. I mean, you can understand it, with the size and of the XL bully,
Uh-huh.
if they're like 50 to 70 kilos.
Yeah.
I mean, the size and power, well, it's just immense, isn't it? I mean, you don't stand a chance,
Well,
70 years old or whatever.
yeah, I mean, one of them barges you with a bit of speed.
Yeah.
You won't be able to keep your feet.
No. No, I mean, and when they go, I mean, that power, I mean, when they go with kind of gusto, with
Mhm.
purpose and momentum,
Mm.
um, no, that's a big old dog to have in your house, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't stand a chance. I mean, even if you think of the big traditionally friendly dogs, the Goldies and stuff, if they're playing and they swing their hips and hit you,
Yeah, not if you take your knees out.
not take your legs away from you.
Yeah,
And that's just in fun and play. But when you have a dog, a powerful dog, big powerful dog, moving towards you with intention, that energy is going to hit you like a wrecking ball, isn't it?
yeah, like you said, just wouldn't. Yeah, just take you off your feet, wouldn't it? Just
Take you off your feet completely.
and you'd be done. I mean, there was I think the guy that got sent to prison. I think last week, not that one that I just mentioned about the 84-year-old, but one that I think had killed his mum, wasn't it, or his mother-in-law, who was looking after
Hmm. Hmm.
two XL
Looking after them.
bullies and a litter of puppies.
Child letter, yeah.
And yeah, I think he got sentenced this week. But two XL bullies with an older lady
And a litter.
in a litter. I mean, you just wouldn't. Well, you wouldn't. Well, you just wouldn't let your mum do that, would you?
No,
You know, it's not the thing to do. But I think people are more surprised when it's breeds that are not obviously not banned. And
traditional. Well, it's not breeds that you would traditionally put with aggression.
no. But then I remember there was many years ago there was a baby killed by two Jack Russells
Yeah, I
that had
remember.
just got into its cot. Obviously, probably
Uh-huh.
went after the dirty nappy or whatever, and
Because there was
oh
there was the Staffy and the Jack Russell as well, where the baby was it on the table in a little like the car seat, rocking car seat thing, and
yeah,
we got the baby.
people take a lot of risks, don't they? Take a lot of risks, and any dog, Jack Russell, whatever, anything. You've got to be so careful, haven't you? Particularly, with your babies and young children.
Hmm.
People take a lot of risks, and all those stupid social media posts don't help when they, sit your baby in front of your your pit bull and take a picture and
I think, I think, well, we keep going back to social media, but I think social media has got a lot to answer for because there's all that, you know, my people are in denial as to what a dog is.
yeah,
I think, and a dog is a social predator. It's an opportunistic predator. And when people are dressing them up or calling them like fur babies and they're calling themselves pet parents, pet guardians, it's not only I think is it disrespectful for the dog, but it's also demeaning, not demeaning, diminishing what they are.
yeah. Yeah,
You
you
you know
should embrace that, you have dogs because they're dogs, not because you want a, four-legged child. You know what I mean? You should embrace the species that you've got, shouldn't you?
you should, but I think it diminishes the dog in our eyes. It doesn't diminish like the power of the dog, but it diminishes them in our eyes, and it takes away that respect for what would have been not so long ago one of the apex hunters.
Yes.
And I think that's what people are missing. And then you have posts which say join in with your dog when it's chasing rabbits and nonsense like that. And I think people have just lost sense of what a dog is.
Yeah, I think you're quite
They've
right.
lost
And I think obviously a
respect.
lot of the breeds that we have changed. I mean, we didn't have XL bullies, did we? Years ago, we just didn't have those. We had pit
No.
bulls for all, but I don't know. It's all a big mess, and I don't really know what there aren't. I mean, we've been talking about these things for a long time, haven't we? And
Mhm.
we don't seem to come up with any real, you know, solutions and conclusions. And obviously, banning breeds and doesn't do any
Actually,
good,
it's
does it?
working. I mean, the banning a breed doesn't work. I mean, this month alone has shown there was not one banned breed involved.
No,
The fatalities this month.
no. And people don't listen anyway. If people want an XL bully, they'll have some kind
They'll
of
get next slowly.
force. Yeah.
And also there's bigger, more powerful dogs in the UK than the XL bully.
Yes.
We were talking about the different breeds over the weekend, and it's like I would not want to work with an aggressive Kangal.
No, well, they're very big, and
They're very big. I mean, their PSI, the poundage per square inch on their jaws, twice that of a Rottie.
yeah,
It's way more powerful jaw-wise than an XL bully.
yeah.
And so you think of it like that.
Well, we've got those of Charkers, haven't we? Central Asian Shepherds and things like that. They're
Uh-huh.
huge livestock guardian dogs.
Mastiff, classed as one of the most aggressive dogs in the world is Tibetan Mastiffs.
Yeah, and the
They're
Boa.
massive,
Yeah, the Boa Bull as well.
like I said, verbal, which I
Yeah,
can never pronounce. I'm glad you said it first.
yeah. South African Mastiff.
South African
Yeah,
Mastiff.
they can be very hard.
And they're fast as well. These dogs are fast.
Yeah. You really do need to be very skilled and experienced to have these dogs, don't you? But we get like a lot sort of around here, there's a lot of young Asian lads, they like a Kangal or um
Hmm.
there's one bloke who's got an alibi. Have you seen those? I
No.
mean, it's absolutely huge.
What is it called? I'm getting my phone out.
Alibi. Yes, it's again another livestock guardian
Say it
and
again.
alibi. Got it?
No, I'm looking now.
ALABA.
Yes, got it. The Scent Relation Shepherd.
Yeah.
Whew.
But I mean it
They are
dwarfs
massive, aren't they?
yeah, it dwarfs the Rottweilers. Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah, I see that. But a lot of the livestock guardian dogs do.
Yeah. Yeah, we
They
do.
they really, I mean, they're so tall and
Why do you need a livestock guardian in West London?
don't know. I mean, they're not dissimilar to the Anatolian other.
I think they're bigger.
But you look at them and the shape and everything. But yeah, they
Mm.
are bigger. They're much bigger. And the same with the Kangal. That's a huge dog as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they are big actually. Julie at Appledown, she's got a couple of them, hasn't she?
Husher.
Yeah, yeah, they're big
Yeah, they
dogs.
are big, big dogs.
Yeah, big,
I
powerful
don't know
guard
why
dogs.
people would have them. I don't know why people would have them
Yeah, to guard their livestock.
in the UK. In the UK, my
Mm.
goodness.
No, I don't. Well, I suppose it's all right if you understand them and you make provisions for them and you've got the space for them and you train them and you make sure
Yeah,
things are safe and your gates are closed and you don't have children's parties every weekend and things.
yeah. And you have secure fencing for them and you walk them and fulfill their needs and
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what you have to do, isn't it? I mean, those breeds like that, they're a real lifestyle choice, aren't they?
Hmm.
It's not,
Hmm.
they're not a golden retriever, they're not your beagle. It's a
No.
real, you've got to really sign up to this. And I don't think
But
people are aware of that.
the Kangal is bigger than the Alibi, so it's 80 kilograms versus 75. Height 87 centimeters versus 80. PSI 743. God, versus a 650. The
Mm.
Alibi's
What, the
got a 6.
Kangal?
Kangal 743. I'm pretty sure the Kangal's got the most powerful bite of all the dogs.
Mm. Yeah, well, those breeds are growing in numbers, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Like, the Ovcharka and stuff. I mean, I didn't even know we had those in the UK until a
I didn't know
few
we had
years
them in the
ago.
UK.
There's a bloke who used to breed them in Luton,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, they used to get out sometimes, and the dog wardens would phone him up to come out and get them rather than try and, you know,
Yeah, I don't blame them.
deal with it. But
I mean, it's interesting when you do look at, because I've got a thing here of the dogs side by side of Kangal and the Alibi, and you look at them and the Kanga looks like quite sleek and not quite as powerful, but then you look at the bite
yeah,
and the speed of it and you just think, wow.
yes,
Yeah, dog ownership's definitely changed in the UK, hasn't it?
yeah, it's all like status, I suppose, isn't it? It's like across the board, like the status of having a working cocker, or the status of having a cockapoo, or the status of having a kangal.
Yeah.
It's all like depends on the circles you move in, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Your little social,
Yeah,
you,
it does definitely.
let's all the yummy mummies with their working cockers, and then you've got all these lads with these kangals and stuff. It's all just about, you know,
And because I know when I was researching Manners Not Mayhem, and then again when I did the Well-Mannered Dog, it was very much looking at how the different dogs have changed and they used to originally, rather than status, that used to be class,
yeah,
depending on where you were in the class system, would
yeah,
depend on what breed you had, so the gentry would have like the sight hounds and then the guys that have the greyhounds and the whippets and the
yeah.
terriers, the working class would be
And there's
there,
some functionality as well, isn't there?
functionality. But that was like moving through from the Industrial Revolution, it was very much the class system that really dictated the type of dog you had. And like when you look at the shoot, you've got the guys with the guns, and they tend to have very, very, very well bred dogs.
Yeah,
And then you've got the beaters, and you've got the pickers up, and it's really interesting because it very much mimics the class. But
yeah,
now we seem to have moved away from like the different classes, and it's very much the status now, isn't it?
yeah. I suppose,
At
yeah,
one point, everyone wanted a Land Rover or a Range Rover Green Wellies and a Black Lab, and
yeah.
now it's the Fox Reds, which is the dark yellows, Fox
Mm,
Red Labs, and
they're a nightmare.
they are. I don't, yeah, they're not Fox Reds, they're just yellows. It's a yellow lab, it's not a Fox
Uh, don't start moaning. I'll be back onto my tree in a minute.
Red. I'm not mourning, I'm just observing.
Yeah. Oh
But no,
well.
it's really changed, hasn't it, status
Yeah,
wise?
it has, and lifestyle and stuff changed as well, isn't it? I was walking in some different parks and stuff a few weeks ago, And the dogs are really out of control.
Uh-huh.
When you look around, even the nice one, you know what I mean? Even the ones that are friendly and nice,
Uh-huh.
they're all out of control, running over to you. And yeah, it's just a mess in various places.
Mm. Again, I think people just don't appreciate what they've got at the end of the lead. I don't think people, there's a great lack of respect of the dog and what it's capable of.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose people don't know. I was out with a client day before yesterday. I don't know when it was, a couple of days ago. And yeah, Labrador. And just not what's the word? Not a kind of innate probably not the word I'm looking for. Oh, can't think of it. But not a natural kind of understanding of the dog. Do you know what I mean? Not a nothing natural
Okay.
about it. No kind of intuitive understanding of what the dog's doing. Do you know what I mean? It's just sort
Hmm.
of winging a prayer and like,
Hmm.
oh, hope it's going to be all right and not attack that dog. And I hope it doesn't
Hmm.
go over to that
Hmm.
picnic. And if it does, I hope they don't touch it.
Hmm.
And you just, well, just don't let it go over to the bloody picnic then. And then you won't have to worry about all this, will you? But just no,
Yeah, but oh man, that comes back to this positive only nonsense, doesn't it?
I don't know. Because I mean, she just literally had no idea really of what she's doing,
Yeah,
I think.
but if we're not educating people to say you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't allow your dog to do this and don't allow your dog to do that. Say no to your dog. If your dog
But
does something you don't want it to do, say no and train it how to do something that you want it to do.
I
But
thought
then
it was just common sense. You don't let your dog go over to someone's picnic. They're having a picnic in the park. You can't have your dog in the middle of their picnic.
we can't. It's common sense to us.
Well,
But if
I'm
you're
sure it's
getting
common sense to the
hammered,
people that are having the picnic.
well, well, perhaps. I mean, we went at okay, so yesterday when I was teaching, Kenny was outside with the dogs and the boot was open, because it was really hot. So he was in the car, he was on his phone, boot was open, the dogs were in that crate, locked crate. And Kenny said the dog started barking and he went out and it was a receptionist from the hotel was going towards the car, talking to them. And Kenny stood beside the crate and he says, they're very protective of the car. Oh, she says, well, if you let them out, they won't be protective. They'll come and see me.
Well, if you jog on, love.
What? And the night before, when we were in the bar, we were all having a drink in the bar, and Karen had little Dave and little Sprocker in. And she was, we had to say, just leave him. And then there was one of the girls had a puppy in, and she came in and she was like, oh, let the puppy, wake the puppy up, like come and say hello to him. And I says, no, the
No.
puppy needs its sleep. And I think it's that lack of, I think what people see now is fluffy animals that have got no predatory response and
Yeah.
they've just got no idea what a dog is.
No, I know.
And it doesn't help when, yeah,
It is difficult because I was saying to this client the other day, like when you're out and about, obviously people they come and say, "Can I touch your dog?" If you're lucky, they ask you.
yeah,
And when you say no, I mean, they're already halfway to touching the dog, aren't? Because they're not expecting. No, they're expecting you to say, "Of course you can do exactly what you like to. If you want to
yeah,
get
yeah,
get on the
yeah,
floor, give it a kiss on the head if you want to. That's fine. Do
yeah.
exactly what you want to do. You've got every right to do whatever you want to do to that dog." When you say no, they're like, oh, you
Oh,
know.
they're affronted.
Really, really, like you've just like stabbed a mother. They're really like,
I know they are. They are.
yeah.
But Kenny did see somebody with a man with with his son and daughter, and they come running forward and they stopped about 10 feet away from Kenny and asked if they could stroke the dogs.
Hmm.
And he said, wait until I'm in a seat. Let me put them in a seat. Emrys is a bit jumpy. He gets really excited and his back end will probably knock you over if he's wagging it. And he said they were great and they stroked him and the dad said, and what do you say? I said,
No, that's
thank
sweet.
you.
Yeah.
We've got a Rottie at home and we just love dogs. And it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, perfect.
No, that's sweet. I was just say no. I said thank you for asking, but no.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, I just don't go there. No, thanks. No.
It depends. If I'm in the kids in the street, excuse me, I'll let them say hello to the dogs if they're being really polite and they're behaving. But generally,
Yeah.
generally I avoid people like the plague.
No, not a lot of people ask me, to be honest. Very
Mm.
occasionally, people would be interested, but no, mostly not.
Well,
But
there was a funny one. There was a lady we were walking and she started leaning towards the dogs and I kind of just took them behind me slightly. And she
yeah,
says, "Oh, can I say hello to them?" And I said, No, they're fine, just leave them." So what did she do? She leant, she so to me, saying hello was ignore the dog. And she leaned forward. She didn't struggle, but she leaned forward, put her face right down, was going, "Oh, you are so gorgeous, but I can't say hello to you." And I thought,
I know,
Really? I've just said leave my dogs alone.
I know. Go forth, honey. I know. It's hard. It's hard. When you're like, you're out with puppies and stuff, you want to take your puppy out to the pub or the cafe or whatever to let it see life and see the world and all that.
Mhm.
But it puts you off because you spend your time batting people away. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of.
It's it's tricky. It's harder with the golden retriever and the Labrador, I imagine, than the couple of Rotties. I can
Well,
imagine
with
what they
adult
want to
Rottweilers,
talk
then
to.
yeah, no, they don't want to talk to them. Mind you, we've had it where, one of our colleagues' dogs literally snarling at this woman in the pub, and shall I come round and say hello? No, don't. You bonkers. You got death wish, love. No, people are weird. People are so strange. But yeah, it makes it very, very hard. Just
It does.
another, just another layer of hard on your life.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It's tricky, but yeah, the socialization thing. I always just kind of dread that because I think it'd be nice to go to, sit outside on the street. Do you know what I mean? Go and sit on the high road, watch the traffic and the people and the kids and the trolleys and let the puppies see all of that stuff. Have a coffee.
Mhm.
Everybody just keeps, getting in your way, don't they?
They do.
And the trouble is, just they start then. The expectation then from the puppy is that everybody loves it and wants to cuddle it.
Mhm.
So when it's 8 months old, it's going to be lunging at everybody outside the cafe because it's
Because it wants to say hello to
that's what
everybody.
it's been taught. It's been trained that everybody loves you, everybody thinks you're fabulous, and they're going to touch you, and it's all wonderful. And then it's not, is it? 8 months old, people are swearing at you because they don't want your dog
Control your dog.
all over them. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. People,
People and dogs.
people and dogs. Largely, it's lovely, isn't it? Although we are in a bit of a mess now, aren't we, with numbers and people dying and all that stuff.
Is it lovely?
I don't know. I was trying to be
So,
positive.
after that rant, I don't think you can be positive. But like we were talking yesterday about behavior consults and all of this, so I'm going to see people. And then on the way home, I got a message from somebody who had seen on social media, um, on the gun one of the gun dog sites, that this person had been seeing a behaviourist for resource guarding
Hmm.
every month for 2 years.
Yeah,
Dog was still resource guarding.
I
Two
know.
year, 2 year.
Well, I can beat you.
What?
I had a phone call yesterday with a lady with a coton de Toulier, and she's been working with several behaviourists for 4 years. And she said we can never get, because she said about she wanted residential training. And I said, we'll probably come and help you without that.
Uh-huh.
And she said, no, I don't want that. She said, I've had so many behaviour consults and we can never get past the first stage. And everybody said the same thing. We just can't move on past it. I said, what's the first stage then? She said, well, when we see another dog, we do a U-turn.
Oh, for goodness
Well,
sake.
how on earth are you ever going to get that? If that's
You're never
stage
going to get
one,
past it.
you can't get to stage two, can you? Because you're on your way back home. I mean, it's just bizarre. Just bizarre. So she lives in London, she's in Chelsea on the King's Road, right?
Oh, Craig, so every second step there's a dog.
There's dogs everywhere. You can't, I mean, you can't do a big U-turn. It's just bonkers, isn't it?
And
It's
and I think that's what's making it a mess. I mean,
yeah,
we talk about dog breeds and we talk about ownership, but really, it's the people further up, isn't it?
yeah. It doesn't help that there's a lot of that common sense. I mean, I don't remember like when I was a kid. I mean, to be honest, when I was a kid, there weren't even behaviour. They weren't behaviourists, were
No,
they?
it's just dog
Barbara
training.
Woodhouse on the telly, and that was it, really. But people did all right. You know, using a bit of common sense, people did all right.
Yeah, but I mean, it was so different then. I mean, like when I was growing up,
I mean, that was in the black and white days, wasn't it? That. So I mean,
yeah, yeah,
that's
we
really
still had, it
bad.
was still in the black and white days. We didn't have Technicolor then. Um, but it was, I was going to say, like heating and everything was expensive, was probably not as expensive as it is now.
No, God,
But
no.
I know, but it was like I can remember my first dog, Kim. She didn't have free roam of the house, although she was allowed in all of the rooms. She wasn't allowed free roam, so we would either shut her in the sitting room or shut her out of the sitting room. It's like, are you coming in? Okay, if you're not coming straight in, you're going to get shut out, and that's the end
Yeah.
of it. And I think the attitude to the dogs, and people tended to have the family and then have the dog then, and so the dog was always at the least important. It was at the bottom of the pecking order,
Mm.
so mum would, not my mum, but it'd be like, you had your children, you had the dog, and the dog would be the last on the list, the least important thing to be dealt with at the end of the day. Whereas now it seems to be in a lot of families, it's all about the dog, and the dog's the most important thing in the family.
Mm.
And
Weird.
I think, I don't think that's helping with what's going on. But
No,
also,
probably not.
people were more inclined to tell the dog to pull its neck in.
Well, and you'd make your kids behave as well. Like, don't touch the dog when it's eating. Don't touch the dog when it's sleeping. Don't pull
We,
its tail. Don't do that. But now
yeah,
you can do what you want. If you want to go and pull the dog's tail, crack on. I mean,
stick
that's
your finger in its ear.
yeah, no, exactly. No, you get a clout round the head for doing. You know what I mean? If you disturb the
Yeah.
dog, don't do that.
But it was that. It's like all the different members of the family, whether it was the children or the dog, they all knew their place. It's like
Yeah.
the dog wasn't allowed to go and hassle the children weren't allowed to go and hassle the dog.
The dog's always been allowed on furniture and stuff.
No. Well, mine wasn't.
I just
She was
don't.
only with Kim, she was only allowed up if I'd put a blanket up for her, but if she went and got on the settee on her own, we'd tell her to get off.
I mean, some years ago, I mean, a lot of dogs lived outside, didn't they? Like my grandparents would have their dogs outside, you know, in kennels and whatever. They didn't. My
Or
grand,
they'd live in the scullery, they'd live in the kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah.
But now, of course, they're everywhere, aren't they? On the beds and everything. I don't know.
They're everywhere. I think, like certainly a lot of the people that I know and knew growing up, the dogs stayed in the kitchen to
Yeah,
sleep,
I
and it
don't
was
remember going to see. I don't remember like friends at school and stuff where they'd. I mean, maybe I just don't remember, but I don't remember those that had dogs that they'd be on your lap or anything like that. I
no, no,
don't.
no, 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 no.
But now you go into people's houses. I mean, the dog got a
Dogs all over here.
spaniel on your head. You know what I mean? Sit on the
I
sofa and
know.
you've got something up behind your head.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, no. I mean, I know that like my mates who had Jack Russells, they'd be allowed up on the settee at the back,
yeah.
but generally, no, no, definitely not.
No.
And um, my dog used to sleep in the hall at the bottom of the stairs when I was growing up.
Yeah, I don't
But
think dogs went upstairs, did they, like that?
no, no. But most of the dogs I remember from growing up, they stayed in the kitchen, they slept in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and that was it. They didn't sleep like they didn't have a choice of where they slept. That's what I
No.
was trying to say. They were bottom of the pack. Everybody had their own space, and the dog had the bit that was left over.
Yeah, no, I think most people, the kitchen was the thing, wasn't it? Like most people,
Uh-huh.
when you go to bed or you go out or what, you shut the dog in the
Put the dog
kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's always just what you do.
Hmm.
But no, not now. Not now. They have to have a cushion on the window so they can look out the window.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a combination of like massive lifestyle change for everybody and numbers of dogs, breeds of dogs, people's busy lives and all that jazz. It's just not.
Getting having children later as well. So the dog becomes the child.
Yeah, yeah,
But also I think trainers need to take a lot of the responsibility as well.
yeah. They probably do, well, they do. Those useless ones that do those things like telling you to turn around in the street when you see a dog. But equally, people have the responsibility to seek a trainer, don't they, and do some stuff. Owners,
They
you know,
do, but
someone's the information.
when they don't really know what they're getting until they've got it. And by then they've spent the money that they'd put aside to deal with the dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know. I know, and the internet again doesn't help, does it? Because you go and Google stuff and you find a lot of things in theory, like that woman with the Cotton d'Atelier that I was saying. I mean, what she was saying, in theory, it makes, in theory, it makes sense. Do you know
Mhm.
what I mean? But it's not, in reality, it's useless.
Mhm. The amount of people that ask me, is it okay to say no to a dog? Yeah, of course it is.
It's a stupid, it's a weird, I know, like I've said to you on here before, but the people that I see, they're lawyers, they're doctors, they're, successful business people, and they just lose the plot when it comes to a cavapoo. They don't know what they do. Do you know what I mean? It's just they've raised their
I
kids
do.
and they're like, we didn't know we could say that, and we didn't know how to stop it peeing all around the house. You're just like, well, how have you raised your children to become adults when you can't get that little dog to, you know? But they can't.
Yeah, but the way you raise children has changed as well, Ross.
Here we go.
Well, this is a nice, happy welcome back to season 7,
This
isn't
is a
it?
right miserable. Yeah, I thought we were
Do
going to go
you think we should start again, record it
wandering
again?
wandering down that children avenue, start wandering moaning about them now. But yes, no, that's a really dreadful, miserable introduction into season 7. So on the plus
Did
side,
did
no,
you forget we were still recording because you picked your bag up to put it away?
no, I've had it here the whole time.
Okay.
No, no, I've had it here the whole time. I try and put it in front of my mouth instead of around the back of my head where it normally is. Right then, welcome back.
Yeah,
Um,
welcome back to Mini
yeah,
Mona Zoros.
yeah, the pleasure zone. Um,
I don't think we should be called the pleasure zone.
No, that's that. I don't even know where that came from. Why I said that. As soon as I said it, I thought, shut up.
You
But
should
I'm
have
glad
heard,
you.
you should have heard some of the conversations we were having over the weekend.
Oh
Nothing to do
God,
with dogs.
no. Well, probably nothing for the podcast either. I suspect.
Nothing with the podcast. You.
Right, we got a guest next episode, haven't we? So people can look forward to that. So that's all
Yes.
cheery one.
Yes. Are you going to say who it is?
I don't know who it is.
That's helpful.
Is it? Do I?
I think it might be David.
I think we got David Cavill.
I think it is.
Yeah, we've got a few guests lined up, haven't we? We've
Yeah,
got a
we've got like some
few
really great guests
pre-records.
recorded. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
brilliant. They were really good
we've got
and
some.
a lot more positive than we are.
Yes, there's a really positive one coming up soon, isn't there, with Claire Brady in a few weeks' time.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, she's really good,
Love
really
Claire to
positive.
bits.
Made lots of changes, been very blooming good, not moany and miserable like us. And she has every reason to be miserable and moany, but she's not, and we don't have a reason, and we are. So there we are. Anyway, are we over and out, Les?
I think we might be. Definitely.
Catch you on the other
Definitely.
side
Until
then.
next time, let's see if we can find something good and
Yes,
uplifting
yeah,
and all that
not
lot.
no blossom.
Oh yeah, we'll have blossoms. Have
Right,
a good one.
see you soon.
Thanks for listening. It's not just gun dogs and not just guard dogs, but all things canine, as we hope you have discovered. Please like, share and subscribe and help us spread a bit of common sense back into dog ownership. And a review wouldn't go amiss either. Catch up with Les and Ross again. in about 14 days for more canine conversations. Until next time, stay well and enjoy your dogs. Any dog-related questions or topics, just drop an email to talk@cfba.uk or message us via facebook.com/Gun Dogs and Guard Dogs podcast.